In this video, we take a look at Pirouette window shadings from Luxaflex UK, controllable from a handy iPhone app or with HomeKit and Siri. Check it out. So we're about to unbox the Pirouette window shadings from Luxaflex UK, which is the UK division of Hunter Douglas. So inside the box, we have the Pirouette window shadings. We actually have two of them. They sent two over here. Of course, also inside the box, you'll find some instructions which easily walk you through the setup. And along with the shades, you're going to find a lot of accessories to go along with this to make it all function just right. Now, of course, you can control these shades via your iPhone or with Siri or HomeKit, but they also include these handy Pebble remotes which are ergonomically designed and easy to use. Now, to get the shades mounted over your window, you're going to need these right here, and these make it super easy to go ahead and get the Pirouette shades mounted without too much additional fuss. Now, the nice thing is that you only need two screws in each of these. You need one on the left, one on the right, one in the middle, and then you're good to go. Now, since this shade is a powered shade that moves up and down and opens and closes based on your commands, you're going to need some way to power this thing. And that's where this handy little battery wand comes in. You have your batteries in there, and all you need to do is plug into the barrel connector right from your shade, and there's a handy little mount that goes right on top of the shade, and you just slide the battery wand in there, and you're good to go. You have power, just like that. So in other words, no ugly power cables going from your shades to a wall outlet. You don't have to worry about that at all. Now you may be wondering, how do your shades talk to your iPhone? Well, it's all thanks to this right here, the PowerView hub. And what's nice about this hub is that it connects via Wi-Fi. So you don't actually have to connect it directly to your router. You set it up over Wi-Fi and you're good to go. So of course there is documentation for the PowerView hub, which tells you how to set it up. If you want to connect it to your router, you can, but you don't have to. And you also have your necessary USB power cable and USB power adapter. There's also this little repeater option, which allows you to set up a repeater. If you have a whole bunch of shades in your house, that repeater can help extend the reach of your PowerView hub. So if you're in the master bedroom, for instance, and you want to activate the blinds in the family room, which is 1,000 feet away, that certainly doesn't apply to my humble abode, but the fact is you can do it. So to get the hub set up, you simply launch the PowerView app, you go through the configuration process, it holds your hand through the entire thing, and really it's super simple and super easy. So we're all done. Now it's just a matter of screwing in the mounts right where we want them. So I, of course, used my little level to make sure it was all straight. That took me about 15 minutes. Honestly, that was probably the most difficult part of the whole setup. It's just something I'm not a handyman, but if I can do it, you guys can do it. So once it's up there, you have the three mounts installed, you just simply snap the Pirouette shade right into place. Just give it a little tap like that to make sure it snaps into place. And that's it, folks. Just make sure it's secure and you're done with the install. Really, like, if I could do that in 15 minutes, then I'd say probably most other people could do it in 10 minutes. All right, so now you want to press the programming button just to make sure everything's all good. It is, and you can use that same button along with your Pebble remote to pair one or more shades to one of the group numbers on your Pebble remote. All right, so we're all set up. It's opening the veins. But I did forget one thing. Definitely don't forget to rip off that protective plastic because it looks a whole lot better when you do. All right, so now we're good to go. So here's the Pebble remote, again, up close and personal. You see the 6 group numbers. You can assign one or more of the shades to a group number, and then you can open and close, open the veins, close the veins, all from this Pebble remote, which is nice and ergonomic, fits in the palm of your hand. And although it's nice to be able to control the shades with HomeKit or with Google Assistant or with Nest, Alexa, etc., there's something really nice about having a physical, tangible remote control in your hand. So this shade is assigned to group 1, so just press 1 and then issue a command. So we're going to open the shade, just click the open button, and you can see the shade opens up. Now what's nice is that you can interrupt these commands at any time. So if I want to stop a command, I can just hit the stop button like that. It stops the shade, and then I can issue a new command. So we're going to go ahead and continue the open. So we're just going to click open again, and the shade will commence opening. But watch what happens when I interrupt that command with the close button. It just stops and starts closing, just like that. But actually we do want to open the shade, so I'm going to click the open button again. But I'm just illustrating how easy it is to control the shade directly from the Pebble remote. Alright, so the shade's fully open. Let's go ahead and issue our close command, and I'm going to show you how you can adjust the vanes, which is probably my favorite feature of the Pirouette Shades. Okay, so we're closing, and then I'm going to click the right arrow button to open the vanes, just like that. So slick. What do you guys think about the look? I really love this look. I think it almost looks like blinds, so it's sort of the best of both worlds, and of course you can control those vanes. You can close them by clicking the left arrow. And you can also interrupt the commands if you want to. You can stop, and this allows you to fine-tune the position of the vanes precisely to your liking. And although that direct remote control is nice, the PowerView hub makes the Pirouette Shades stand out. It allows you to control the Pirouette Shades directly from your smartphone using HomeKit, Siri, Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, Nest, etc. Not only does the PowerView hub look good design-wise, but it gives you greater signal reach. Now let's talk about the PowerView app, which gives you complete fine-grained control and customization ability for your Pirouette Shades. So that means you can go in individually to each shade and control both the shade itself and the vanes. So I can open the vanes like that, and I can control the shade height if I wish to do so. But let's go ahead and reclose those vanes. And now let me show you how the scenes work. So you can just tap a scene and it will automatically execute that scene with user customized settings for each shade in the scene. So obviously I've sped this up a little bit. So that's how you manually initiate a scene, but you also have automations which will automatically fire off a scene at a specific time of day, and that can be super useful. But there's also Siri control. Hey assistant, close the side window shade.
Okay, there you go.
And the side window shade closes. Or you could say something like, hey assistant, close the back window shade.
All set.
And the back window closes as well. So that is Siri control for your Pirouette Shades, but you can also use the Home app and control your shades directly from that. So you can open a shade or close a shade, incorporate it in scenes created within the Home app, and of course use automations within the Home app as well. And you can also go into the settings for your shades directly in the Home app and adjust the vanes. Like that. And if you just want to open or close your shade, you can simply tap on a towel like that, and it will execute your command. Super simple, super easy. So ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't take much to get started with Pirouette Shades from Luxaflex. If you're looking to take your smart home to the next level, check the link down below in the description for more details. Special thanks to Luxaflex for sponsoring 9 to 5 Mac on YouTube.